Är nära att de splittrades på vägen. De provade också en massa olika inspelningsstudior både i Köpenhamn, London och Paris innan saker och ting föll på plats. Och nu är det klart, det som ska ut till bedömning av oss alla.
How would we describe the new Radiohead album? It sort of follows on from the last one, really, I suppose. And sort of maybe points in direction for the next one.
Ja, än en gång har Radiohead valt att gå mot strömmen. För när de nu är tillbaka med sin fjärde platta, Kid A, så är den ett väldigt långt steg från både The Bends och OK Computer. Borta är gitarrerna och med inslag av frias och ambienta ljudlandskap är det rent av fel att kalla Radiohead årgång 2000 för ett rockband. Men även om Kid A kräver sina lyssningar så finns det spår av det gamla hederliga.
Singles or videos?
No.
Why?
Oh, because videos are just awful, aren't they, really? And they just look more and more dated and more embarrassing.
You think that of your own videos as well?
I think that of videos now. I think our videos were okay in 1990, whenever they were made. But they're like TV adverts, you know. TV adverts always look comical 2 or 3 years later, I think. And it's the same sort of thing. There's nothing permanently good about them, really. There's a danger that when you provide artwork, provide videos, it takes away from the music in a way. You know. Anyway, it's a bad thing, I think, if you associate, when you listen to Street Spirit, you start thinking about, you know, white horses and black and white, and, you know, not that it's a good video and everything, but it's good to kind of associate it with nothing, or associate it just with when you first heard it and all that stuff.
Radiohead bildades i Oxford i slutet av 80-talet. Till en början handlade det mest om att testa nya oväsen i replokalen. Men just när grungen var på väg utför och britpoppen tog över listorna, då dök den upp. Låten som inte riktigt lämnade någon oberörd.
I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a winner. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
It's funny, I mean, that song really sort of slowed things down for us in a way that meant that the Bends couldn't be recorded and released, you know, for ages. That's a record that could have easily come out a year earlier, maybe more. Certainly the songs were written and it was all kind of finished but we had to keep going because of Creep, and it was difficult. It kind of obviously made things easier in a way because it made the name of the band, but it also slowed us down by a whole record, which is, you know, it's sort of more annoying in a way in the long term. So it was good and bad.
Yeah, talking about some songs on the new album, do you have like favorites? Should I mention something?
Oh, no, you talk about your favourites.
Did you tell me about the song? It's very non-Radiohead.
Yeah, that was all made with we were sort of trying to go back into look at what electric sounds are made of and how drum machines used to be made, and what people who built drum machines in the 1970s and 80s, what they had to use, to work with, in terms of the basic, you know, electrical signals, and how they used to make the sound of the bass drum and the snare drum. And we tried sort of going back to there and building these things that just make sounds a bit like a drum kit. It's quite interesting about this record to have songs that are underarranged and have space around them, you know, which we haven't done much before. We rarely release anything as empty as Idiotech, that song you mentioned, or Everything in Its Right Place. The first song on the record, again, is very empty for us, and that's been interesting to just say stop at a certain point, whereas before we would have carried on, I think, and put more material on top.
Working as long as you have had with this album, I guess you've had a lot of time to change your mind and think about the songs. Are you sure that it's now everything is in its right place? You know, that this is the best version?
Got no way of telling. No idea,
And madness
maybe.
lies that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't. Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Från ett brittiskt band till ett annat. Det kommer handla om